Hi, welcome back to the Leadership Help Desk, where we're trying to figure out why Amazon is so successful. What a great question. Why is Amazon so successful? Well, I don't get back to the States that much, but when I do, I notice a lot of things. And let's just take a look at Walmart. Is Walmart in competition with Target? Well, if you look at from a corporate standpoint, what do? They select locations, they select product lines, the products. They have to deal with supply chain, meaning they have to find suppliers of goods and make sure they're in the stores and things are on the shelves. But when I go to Walmart, what do I get? I get a zombie. I get a person who's just trying not to get fired. And how does this occur? I mean, are they really in competition? Amazon seems to be in competition, but is Walmart and Target in competition? For real? Does that competitive spirit get to the front line where they serve the customers? I can go to Walmart numerous times and never even see a smile. I would imagine the same thing is true with Target. What about Pizza Hut? Are they in competition with Domino's and Papa John's? Maybe at a corporate level, but at the frontline level, no. And whose fault is this? Management. I went to McDonald's several times. Was my experience at McDonald's bad? No, it was okay. But was it magical? No. Can you imagine? At the beginning of the day, the manager of the restaurant, brings the employees together and says, "Wow, let's kick Burger King's ass today." Do you think that happened? Or is it like, "Hey, let's just try not to get into trouble. Let's speed things up. It's kind of boring." I'm asking you, and I want to hear your comments. Is McDonald's really in competition? Is this really a competition? We know they have competitors, but are they really in competition? Corporate level? Okay, I get it. Frontline? Where's the spirit? Wells Fargo, famous for their incentive programs that cause all the employees to basically thieve from the customers, set up fake bank accounts. Is that not the lamest attempt at being competitive? I mean, that's so black hat. I don't know anything about Citibank, but you probably go there. Are they in competition? I don't see. I know they have competitors, but are they in the competition is the question. I did have the great experience to go to AT&T and Verizon because my daughter wanted to buy an iPhone, which I guess that means that AT&T and Verizon, or maybe it's just AT&T, sell iPhones, which attaches themselves to the Apple brand. Let me tell you, the service at both of those was minimal. In fact, the store appearance was minimal. Is AT&T and Verizon really in competition? I know they're competitors, but who's in competition? That's the question. The dollar stores. Dollar General. Actually, I had probably better service at the Dollar General because the person there had a personality and they felt like they could express that personality. Maybe they have a great manager that gets them in the mood to sell things for $1. Old Navy. Now, the one time I went to Old Navy, the store was in a mess. Now, from a marketing standpoint, sometimes people like to, there's this concept where people just like to find stuff. So I sold myself on thinking that this table full of clothing is just so our human instincts can kick in and we can, oh, look what I found, and all of this stuff. But no, the store was in a mess. There were items that couldn't be reached. Does corporate care? Maybe, but not fully. Does the frontline care? No, it was full of college kids that were just trying not to get fired. I also stayed at, which brings us to the point, is why are the malls failing? And we're trying to hold this whole concept into why is Amazon so successful. But I went to Days Inn and I went to La Quinta. La Quinta. Was the service there good? Yeah, it was okay. Was it magical? No. Did anybody take us to our room? No. They were personable, but still, employees just trying not to get fired, trying not to get into trouble. Imagine corporate spends all this money, man, on buying these properties, building up these huge hotels, and they don't fill in the gap between the corporate strategy and the front line. Both of these ladies were fine, but not magical. It was almost like they were soon to find another job. Their hearts were not there. Shoney's, same thing. I didn't even think Shoney's was still around, but it goes, oh, there's a Shoney's, let's go. How was it? Well, from a corporate standpoint, they'd say, well, here's the layout of the buffet. The buffet actually sucked. It wasn't that great. Was the waitress okay? Just okay. Did the manager come around? The manager looked like his modus operandi was to go to table and table. Did you enjoy yourself? Well, of course. What are we going to say? Yeah, we enjoyed ourselves. And then back into his office he goes. So the big question here is, well, there's a statement from Deming that says nobody really cares about long-term profits. You go, how can that be? Oh, corporate spends all this time analyzing markets, finding suppliers, making sure everything's on the shelves, but when it comes to the ninth inning, the front line does not care. There is no spirit of competition. So is McDonald's in competition with Burger King? At a corporate level, yes. At a frontline level, no. Is Walmart in competition with Target? On a corporate level, yes. On a frontline level, doesn't seem, I don't think so. And that's where the magic's supposed to happen. Now, I go ask myself, Maurice, you went to Walmart. Not a smile. You went to Pizza Hut. Oh, ho hum, who cares? It's a pizza. Went to Domino's, same thing. McDonald's. Are we trying to win or just trying not to lose? Wells Fargo, you should know that story, man. They're in big trouble over their little incentive program. AT&T and Verizon, oh well, AT&T says they actually said this, we have better service than Verizon. Good luck going there. You go, where's your manager? You're switching prices on us at the last minute. Oh, come on. So what is run by college kids? Billions of dollars worth of assets, and nobody really cares. It's magical. And they're on their way out, and I wonder why. So, where's the spirit? I went to a Chinese restaurant, and it was like being in somebody's living room. It was like family. We had smiles. We had constant service. It was magical. I remember going to a feed meal with my dad back in the day, and we were moderate spenders, I guess. And we weren't, feeding 1,000 cattle or anything, but we would fill up the truck. And when we walked in, we got a nice warm greeting. Over the years, we got to know Mick. We also got to know about some of Mick's, issues and things like that, which is fine. We were friends. We walk in, we get a free Coke. Cost them 20 cents at the time. We got peanuts. Here's a bag of peanuts. Let's talk about your issues. Hey, we need a special blend of food. We need a higher protein content for this and that and that. No problem. We'll work on it. We'll get it for you, and we'll keep it stocked for you. Remember, have you seen Moe's on Oprah's Undercover Boss? You know, I know it's plastic, but the door opens, a bell rings, and everybody goes, "Welcome to Moe's. Welcome to Moe's." At least that's something. Nobody said welcome any of the other places. Where did the greeter guy go? So why is Amazon so successful? They have data. They know you better than anybody at these places. And it's a computer. It's like the ATM. You go to the ATM, and the ATM goes, "Hey, welcome, Joe." You go to the bank. "What can we do for you today?" Man, there is such a gap. It's like we've almost gotten to being in competition, but we're not. Amazon knows you better than anybody else. They make suggestions. They say, "Hey, would you like, instead of buying one, maybe you'd like to buy 3. Save a little money." I think Jeff Bezos is in competition. I don't think these people are really in competition, and that is the difference. Amazon is in competition, and Amazon is wildly successful. Amazon is taking over the damn world. Meanwhile, these people seem to be struggling to some extent. Where's the problem? Service quality. What's the problem? Management. Frontline management. The contact with the customer. I get better contact with the customer at Amazon than I do at any of these places. And that's why they're so successful. If these companies down here can't value the customer, enhance the customer experience, instead of having, you got 16 checkout lines and only 2 are open, that just says one thing: we don't flippin' care. So, are you in competition? Do you own a small business? Are you in competition? Well, of course we're in competition. We have competitors. No, really, are you in competition? Are you in competition? There was also a little Chinese donut shop that I went to. I remember that. She was nice. She was happy to see somebody. Is anybody happy to see you when you come here? Or are you just ruining their day? Wow. Are you in competition? If you own your own business, are you in competition? Of course we're in competition. We have competitors. It's not what I asked. I said, are you in the game to win? Or are you in the game to just not lose? In the game to struggle? In the game to just barely make it? Are you in the game to thrive? Are you striving for success, or are you just putting through? That's the question. Why is Amazon kicking everybody's butt? Because they're in competition and they care about long-term profits. I didn't say short-term profits. I said long-term profits. And that's why. That's it. You're a small business owner. Are you in competition? Are you customer focused? That's the question. And please subscribe if you like this. Click the like bell and share with your friends. Oh man, if you got small business owner friends and you're a small business, you're kind of like a peer, please share this with them. It's a simple concept, folks, but the competition, the competitiveness does not make it to the front line. And the bigger you get, the worse it gets. So, anyway, have a good day.